Give us that scripture again. Saul also went home to Gibeah, and there went with him a band of valiant men, men whose hearts God has touched. Your destiny helper comes under this category. Are we together? Have you read a very interesting story in the Bible? We're about to pray. That story is found, I think, in Luke chapter, is it Luke chapter 10, from verse 29 to 36. Just write it for reference. Luke chapter 10 is the story of a man called the Samaritan. Have you heard the story of the Good Samaritan? So I will quote it quickly for time. The Bible tells us that there was this man. Read verse 30. Jesus now is explaining that there was a certain man who went down from Jerusalem to Jericho. He fell among thieves. Please look up. And they stripped him of his garment. They wounded him. And they departed, leaving him half dead. Everybody say half dead. And there were three people who came to the life of that man. The most likely people did not help him. Number one was a priest. The priest came, when you read the verses, a priest came and saw him and went away as if he did not see anything. Number two, a Levite came. People of consecration came and saw him and passed on. But then number three, a man whose heart God had touched. The Bible says a certain Samaritan, when he saw him, he had compassion upon him. And what did he do in response to the compassion? 34. He bound his wounds. He poured oil. He poured wine. He set him on his own donkey. He brought him to a hotel and took care of him. And he went further, verse 35, to leave an instruction. He said he took 2 pence and gave the hotel host and said, take care of him. And whatever else you spend, I will come back and repay you. Men whose heart God has touched. They will pay your rent last year and come this year again and say, are you stable now? You say, not yet, sir. And say, don't worry, I will still pay it. Men whose heart God has touched. Who needs those kind of people? Men whose heart. I'm about to pray that prayer for you. Men whose heart. I've seen a few of these kinds of people in my life. And in all fairness, most of you, if not all of you, are here because this happened to you. You need these kinds of people in your life. Else, as a man of God, you will walk alone. As a leader, you will walk alone. As a businessman, you will walk alone. Or you will be surrounded by sycophants to a point where you will live in fear. Everybody is answering yes, sir. But the truth is that their hearts have not been touched. They will sell you for 30 shekels. They will sell you for anything at all. Judas, even the brothers of Joseph, they were not touched, even though they were his brothers. When an opportunity came, they sold him cheaply. It takes beyond proximity for connection to happen. God must touch the heart of a man.